On today's edition of Turneround's Theory, we're going to go back to Rivah Jordan of Rivah TV with regard to these black women getting out of control while overseas. Plus, I'm going to give you another free theoretical thought like I always do. So join me for another edition of Turneround's Theory coming up next on YouTube, because I can guarantee you it's going to be a damn good one. These black women that you're seeing on today's video are going out of control while they're overseas. If you'll stick around for another edition of Turneround's Theory coming up next on my YouTube channel in just a moment, we're going to go back to Rivah TV on her YouTube channel and watch this video in its entirety. And of course, your boy gonna come through and deliver another free theoretical thought as always. Fellas, as I often tell you all, y'all should often be knowing my saying, and y'all should often be knowing the drill. So why don't y'all grab a quick snack and come on back, because y'all just might learn something. Turnaround's Theory starts now. Let's get into it. What's going on, everybody? Once again, it's your boy, Mr. Turnaround, aka Tenacious T, and welcome to the latest edition of Turnaround's Theory exclusively on my official YouTube channel. As you should know by now, Turnaround's Theory comes to you each and every Monday over the digital airwaves of YouTube, and Turnaround's Theory is also the actual platform of where I normally give the fellas just like you at home a free theoretical thought on just about anything. Hey, listen, for those of y'all that are just tuning in to this edition of Turneround's Theory on my official YouTube channel, I want to personally welcome you. And if you are, in fact, a returning subscriber, hey, welcome back. As a constant daily reminder, I want to reiterate to you all to please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my official YouTube channel, because it would in fact help out and it will be beneficial for the YouTube algorithm. And please don't forget to smash on that post notification bell, because you, my friends, will instantly be notified every single time your boy posts up and upload more additional content onto the channel. Please be sure to follow me on all social media platforms. There is a link in the comment section below. If you also want to contribute to my YouTube channel through PayPal, there is also a link for that in the comment section below. Please don't forget to also use the hashtag Team Turnaround that you see at the bottom of your screen, because that lets me know indefinitely that not only you're watching another edition of Turnaround's Theory, but it just goes to show that you are supporting my channel with regard to the content that I post up, and I might give you a shout out right back. I do hope and pray that I have covered everything within this matter. And with that being said, let's jump on over into another edition of Turnaround's Theory right here on YouTube.
What's up, guys? It's your girl Rivah, and I'm back again with another video. So what I'm about to show you guys is something that is just basically foolishness, okay? This woman decided to go out of the country to the Dominican Republic. I believe it's Punta Cana to be exact. And went on to, the ocean or whatever. And there were people who were there who were selling pineapples. So apparently, the person who sold her a pineapple overpriced it, and she was, supposed to pay an amount, I believe, or she did pay an amount that was like even more than the ticket that she purchased to even get on this boat ride. So this was her reaction to that situation. I just got to press play.
It's gonna be a good day today. Woo!
So we can see the man who owns the raft in the red hat. She is going into his personal belongings. She's throwing away, the stuff that he makes the drinks with. She's throwing out the pineapples out. She's standing on top of the raft, yelling at him, cursing him out. Tried to make a getaway thinking that, she was all arrogant and she was just going to get onto the boat immediately. Ended up falling off into the water. Like this whole event. Okay. As we can see, based on the scenery, there's all these other boats that are there. And the only person who is acting a clear fool that we see is this black woman from America.
How embarrassing. How embarrassing.
It ain't me who said it. It ain't me who did it. I'm just showing you the facts that we see in this video.
Are you delusional? Do you suffer from a mental illness?
Now, again, apparently this woman actually ended up getting a refund for the money that she paid, but she still decided to act a plumb fool outside of the country.
How do you do that? How do you do that?
My first initial, thoughts about this situation was it could have never been that serious. Okay? It could have never been that serious. You are always going to be able to, rectify situations when you are in a calm manner way better than you are going to rectify a situation by being rah, ghetto, hood rat. I'm a woman, even though you a man, I could take you. Like, it's never going to work out in your favor.
What the hell is going on?
All you had to do was communicate with this person, but you now going out of your way to destroy this man's property, a local to the country, a country that you do not belong to, is foolishness. And it immediately reminded me of the situation of, the first scenario of the woman who was, another black woman from the U.S. who went to Dubai and was, arrested and detained, had people all out trying to come out for her and help her and assist her because she was not following the rules of the country.
But according to her mom, her passport has been confiscated because she was charged with screaming in public.
It also could result in prison time, so it's very scary.
Now, again, similar to the situation that happened here with the pineapples, it was something that had to do with, her being overcharged.
She was a passenger in a friend's rental car, and they got into an accident there in Dubai. Tina Baxter says when her daughter went to the company to retrieve her ID, credit card, and other items left in the rental, Baxter says it did not go well.
She found out that she could only receive those items if she paid an undisclosed amount of money.
And, she wasn't having that because, ain't nobody gonna try to get me. I'm gonna get them. And got into this, verbal altercation with this person at the car rental place because of her allegedly, getting scammed or being overcharged or whatever the case is.
She dealt with a very aggressive individual, a young man there who was screaming at her.
Baxter says her 29-year-old daughter ultimately yelled back at the rental car agent, she says, resulting in her being charged for screaming there in Dubai.
I wish that some of these rules and regulations would become, rules and regulations here in the U.S. Because I got to tell you, as a black woman myself, okay, I am more than allowed to give my full, thorough opinions and thoughts about this situation in a very unbiased way. You want to know why? Because I love us. Okay, we are beautiful. We can be graceful, elegant, like we're so multifaceted as a people. But you see, when y'all come with that ratchet behavior and y'all take it somewhere else, I personally love to see it checked. Okay, because this is the stuff that we are, that we have to deal with when we're all here in the U.S. dealing with this kind of behavior, and it almost seems as though there's no ramifications for it.
Get the French toast out of here.
Like, we can watch numerous police videos when literally the authority that is coming in that can take you to jail is present, and how these women act with our own police officers.
She belongs to the streets.
Something that's extremely necessary is rules, is order. Okay, that is how things are able to function, is when there is order set in place. And a lot of times this entitlement that not only black American women have, but just, from a global standpoint that it seems that American women in general have, is this level of entitlement. Right? I can do whatever I want. I can say whatever I want. There should be no ramifications for if I tell this person off, or if I cuss this person out, or if I act ratchet like how I always do around my homegirls or at home or whatever the case is. And that's just not the way that you do things. And that's not the way that you can get points across. It's very immature, in my personal opinion. It's very, you don't know how to behave in certain places. It's very out of control. Right? And so when they deal with these situations as if it's out of control, because it is out of control behavior, then there's always some kind of scenario trying to make it seem like, women in these scenarios are the victims.
You're a victim.
And so she is in jail for one reason and one reason alone. She raised her voice. In that country, a female is not even allowed to raise her voice. If she raises her voice, it's punishable by jail time. Our opinion, she did not commit a crime. Don't punish women for doing the same thing a man can do in Dubai. It's not fair and it's not right.
There was another situation that actually happened as well when another Black American woman went to Dubai. And I believe she was actually not even staying there. She was passing through there and had to go to the airport, and ended up deciding that she was going to nudge somebody with her shoulder or, brush past them because she had an attitude and things weren't going her way. And this woman ended up having to serve a 1-year, prison sentence over it.
21-year-old sentenced to 1 year in prison in Dubai for touching a security guard's arm at the Dubai airport. And so what I have been researching and reading is that she is now serving a year prison term for nudging a security guard.
Now, you would think after these widespread global stories that this would put women in a certain space of like, okay, you know what? I may, maybe I act a fool at the house, but I'm not going to go ahead and do that when I'm, overseas out the country. I'm not going to act like I have any kind of entitlement or that somebody's going to have my back. Like, I'm going to portray myself in a certain way because you don't know what the jail system like is in Dominican Republic. Okay? You have no idea how they handle things over there. And oftentimes they believe that, coming from America, that there's going to be some people that are going to come over there and save them and get them out of situations, when a lot of times that's actually not what ends up happening.
This right here is my favorite thing ever in the history of forever. I think about this every day. I think about this all night long. I stay awake, not sleeping, because I'm thinking about this.
America be like, okay, I don't got nothing to do with that. Y'all gonna have to stay over there and figure it out because y'all know how to act. Y'all don't know how to act here. Y'all don't know how to act over there. What gets me about this video is that, the woman and how she's acting, these are how men are used to being treated even here when they're in a relationship with these women, right? And a lot of, even men do not even realize the severity of how toxic this behavior actually is. Like, when a lot of these women behave this way overseas, they like, we're not used to that. Okay? We're not used to you being a woman coming up here trying to, dictate nothing. We don't get down like that. There's a certain level of respect that we have with one another when we are communicating. But also, I know I'm going to get a lot of backlash for saying this, but it's my honest truth and an honest opinion. A lot of other women from different countries have a certain level of respect for the men in their countries. And there's a lot of things that they cannot do.
How embarrassing.
You would think that us being in this place that we have a lot of freedom, that we would still have that certain level of respect. But it's like with more freedom comes, more women talking about, we don't need no man. We don't need them. We can do better without them. They're beneath us. We don't want to procreate with them. We don't want to be in a relationship with them. And again, a lot of these freedoms that are happening are because of the same men.
Good job, my brother. We rocking with you.
The men have built the infrastructures. The men have gone, out and, on with their way. The men are the ones who are approving a lot of these laws. And because, again, of the freedom, it has, we've got more freedom as women. And a lot of these women have just decreased their level of respect.
All you need right there. Tell me that wasn't no bar. That wasn't no bar. Nigga, listen.
Don't go away. I'll be right back with another free theoretical thought right after this.
So the ruling is in. Here's the 3 top reasons why Black women have the lowest marital rates. We are uncooperative, we do not listen, and we have the nastiest attitudes. And unfortunately, y'all, I agree.
And now the conclusion of Turnaround's theory with Turnaround's theoretical thought. Yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir. Y'all know what time it is, and this is always my favorite part of the segment. Once again, it's time for another edition of Turnaround's theoretical thought with yours truly, because in just a moment, I'm going to give you fellas another free theoretical thought to conclude today's episode from Rivah TV's YouTube channel about these black women going crazy while going overseas. Here's your theoretical thought for today. To all the sisters that are out there that thinks about wanting to go overseas, you're best to beware of the consequences that you'll have to face when traveling to other countries. If you saw the video about the last one, how this woman went to Dubai and started acting a fool, guess what the repercussions are? All this talk about you're strong and independent and don't need a man, everything evolves around y'all. It evolves around men. So if you think that you can go to other countries outside the U.S., be prepared and beware of the consequences that you may have to face when trying to act a fool in other countries. That's your theoretical thought for today, and this concludes another edition of Turneround's Theory for today. Shout out to Rivah TV for posting this up on our YouTube channel. There will be a link provided in the description box below. Hey, listen, let me know what you think in the comment section below concerning today's video. And as a constant daily reminder, I must reiterate to y'all, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my official YouTube channel, because it would in fact help out and it would be beneficial for the YouTube algorithm. And please don't forget to smash on that post notification bell, because you, my friends, will instantly be notified every single time your boy posts up and upload more additional content onto the channel. For Turnaround's Theory, I'm Mr. Turnaround, aka Tenacious T. Thank you for watching another edition of Turnaround's Theory, and I hope to see you right back here next Monday for another edition of Turnaround's Theory right here on my YouTube channel. Until then, Team Turnaround out.